Hello, everybody. Welcome to All Roads Lead to with Al and Janae, the place where we talk about the people, the places, and the passions that have impacted us on the road of life. And today, all roads lead to the 2021 NCAA tournament, Janae.
Yes, it's March Madness time.
Hey, everybody, this day and the opening day of NFL season, I always call this the most wonderful time of the year. I mean, there is nothing like the Thursday. I know you got the first four and what have been traditionally called the play-in games.
Yes.
But this is when it starts for me.
Yes. Now I love this time of year, and I think, this is really a year into the pandemic. And the pandemic really hit for me last year when the tournament was canceled. Yeah. I really felt like, whoa, this is not going to be a couple weeks. It's not going to be, because, initially it was like, for a few days, right. Or this, it felt global, it felt massive, and it felt like a shift in like our routine within the house and like within our shift.
Look, we plan our year around this. We plan schedules around this. I mean, this is major. We got brackets.
Yes, real talk. I have taken time off sometimes to just do this like marathon, because this is. I mean, the Friday games are amazing, and the playing games this year were really, really great though. That Drake game was awesome. Norfolk State, big ups to them. But yes, and I think back to one of my favorite surprises, upsets, really, was with Hampton. It's like 20 years ago.
I remember that. We were visiting with our friends in North Carolina, all Hampton grads, elementary school friends of Janae.
Absolutely.
We just happened to be there visiting them. Hampton beat the number 2. They were a 15 seed that year. They beat number 2 Iowa State.
Yes. So we were with like our Hampton friends for the playing game when they made it into the tournament, which was a big deal. And then when they won that first round game. Yeah. So yes, I'm really excited for the tournament. I think what really got me going was the Big East tournament.
Oh man, the Big East.
Yes.
Big ups to the Big East. I mean, the Big East, for those who don't know, the Big East in the 1980s was everything. College basketball. Finally, there'd been a time where a lot of the college basketball powers, especially with UCLA, with the Walton teams, the Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar teams, they have been kind of powerhouse. Indiana ahead of time. But then all of a sudden, all these Catholic schools came together. They formed this big new conference.
Yes.
And before, a lot of recruits were going to other places, but they showed them that they could stay in the basic general area. They could have TV time.
Yes.
So it was, the Big East was everything. And there is only one team for us, I guess, in the Big East, and that is
Georgetown Hoyas.
The Georgetown Hoyas. That's why I'm wearing blue. You see a little gray right there. So that's why I'm doing that today.
Them. And that's so cool, because we, have differing sports, I guess, preferences or allegiances, but we both were bleeding blue and with gray, silver for Georgetown. I mean, because that was John Thompson's team. I actually got to meet Patrick Ewing while he was playing for Georgetown. My dad, was with me and was like, you got to, sign an autograph for my daughter. He was, doing his own thing, and but was really gracious, and I savored that autograph. So I rode for for Pat Ewing, and so I was so thrilled to see him win the Big East tournament, upset Creighton. It was phenomenal, just phenomenal.
So maybe we need to do a show, All Roads Lead to Georgetown, or something like that.
I could get with it.
Look, you hear the bell in the background, so it's just about time to go. All right, let's go with a couple of our predictions.
All right, so my final four are Michigan. Juwan Howard. I could go in on the Fab Four. Juwan Howard, Gonzaga, UNC, and I have Illinois in my final four.
Okay. All right. I like Baylor. I like Illinois. The Big Ten actually this year is reminding me of the old Big East with a couple of their power teams. Ohio State, Illinois, and the Michigan Wolverines. So I'm going with Baylor. I'm going with Illinois. I'm going with Michigan, and I'm going with chalk with Gonzaga.
All right. And I'm actually calling Virginia Tech for an upset. I'm looking at some of my other. I'm going with Rutgers. You've always taught me to look at those 8 9s And what is it? It's like sometimes you'll say, what's another?
The 11 sixes.
Yes.
Sometimes.
So for one of those, so I'm definitely going with Virginia Tech, and they're looking good right now against Florida. So I'm excited about that. I have Rutgers. I think that's a little, I guess, not expected. I'm looking at a few others that I have. I'm going with Texas Tech. They're number 6 going up against Utah State, so I guess that's not a big deal. But where else? I had Georgia Tech beating Loyola. Although Georgia Tech has a player that's out, they're like their top players out with COVID, so that may backfire. But I'm excited.
Okay,
I
got Michigan, Illinois, Big Ten, all Big Ten final game. Michigan goes out on top.
I got Michigan. I'm calling Michigan. And my final is Michigan, and I have Carolina. That might be a mistake, but I'm going with the Tar Heels, going all in. But Juwan Howard, I'm expecting Michigan to surprise a lot of people.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining us for All Roads Lead to the 2021 tournament. You never know. We may be coming back with another episode or another live or two, but always follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. We are there. All Roads Lead to with Al and Janae. Thanks for joining us.